Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's Dr. Crypto here, and in this video I want to talk about CRO burns, crypto.com, and also I want to talk about Bitcoin and a bit about Merry as well, because Merry, I think it's going to be a pretty exciting time ahead for Merry in my opinion, but I'll get into that in just a little while. So before I start, smash that like button, give subscribe, your support is always much appreciated, and it's great to see on the daily and the hourly that we're seeing a lot of green. I think 2025 is going to be super bullish. We've got a crypto president coming in the next couple of weeks, which is super bullish in my opinion. It's totally different from 2022 when we had the FTX collapse. And not talking about FTX as well, they're starting to distribute that money as well now. There's billions dollars being distributed. So will those people buy crypto? Will they get back into the crypto again? Not all, but I think some of them will. And I think this is going to be one of the catalysts to push up the market as well. But obviously, I think Donald Trump is going to be one of them. Will Bitcoin become a national reserve back to the dollar? Everybody's anticipating that and waiting on. But I really do think the crypto market is going to go exponential. I think we're going to go parabolic, and this is a time where people are getting disappointed, fearful, angry about the price action at the moment, the altcoins. But do you know something? I've learned so many times with crypto, you could do that and just out the blue, just like that, it ends up rocketing up. So we're all watching the Bitcoin dominance very carefully. But yeah, it's great to see that it's a lot of green. And we could look at the Bitcoin very briefly here, because we had that head and shoulders on the daily, which brought us back down to around about 91,000. That 90,000 to 91 seems to be a very, very strong area of support for Bitcoin. And I think personally, might be wrong, we could drop down further, but I think personally on the bullish scenario that we've probably bottomed out in my opinion. Now, I could be wrong on that. We could drop down into the 80s, but at the moment, the charts are looking quite strong. The support looking strong as well. And we're getting above this. You see this little red line here, this dotted red line? We're getting above that downward trend as well. So obviously, I think with the bullishness happening with the Donald Trump and such, I think it's all building up again. I think Bitcoin's going to go back to all-time high pretty soon, in my opinion. We can see here, the 20 and the 50 EMA, they're getting very close to conjoining. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens, because we saw here when we got the 50 EMA crossing over that 20 EMA, that's when we started to make that move to the upside. Now, if it reverts to the opposite way around, where we get the 20 EMA crossing over to 50 EMA, that could be a little bit different. Maybe it could be just, maybe not so bearish. It could just mean a lot of sideways action, in my opinion. So obviously we can look at the oscillator as well down below. We've had money inflow coming in here. You see it coming back out, and that's why we had that little bit of a drop. But look at that. We're starting to get a bit of green now. We're starting to get a bit more money inflow coming in. And we've got a bit of a W formation on the oscillator as well. And we've got the green dot as well. Means that money flow is coming in quite strong. So I'm expecting that potentially it's going to be a good day today, and hopefully will it be a good weekend? Well, we'll no doubt find out, but I think Bitcoin is heading up to that 150,000 to 200,000 mark. That's where I think we're going to go. I know it's a big price gap between 150 200, but nobody knows, do they? So that's where I think it's going. That's what my personal thoughts are anyway. So let me know in the comments below, where do you think Bitcoin is going to go? But let's have a look at our CRO at the moment. Our CRO really hasn't changed much at this point in time. We're still in that falling wedge. We're trying to break out of that basically downward resist line here, and we're trying to break out of that. Now, if we can break out there, my price target is getting back up to that 23 cents again. Now, if we can get that volume in and push up, get some good news come out, I think we could get up to that 40 cents kind of area. I really do think it's a complete possibility, because so much bullishness, I don't believe it where we are at the moment. Price-wise, in my opinion, we are well undervalued. We should not be here. It's like the bull step in there and somebody's trying to push that price back down again. It's like there's somebody there trying to stop CRO from getting any higher. And, because we see these big wicks to the upside, and they just get rejected all the time. And I know people get very frustrated. I get very frustrated because we shouldn't be here now. I think we should be at least at around about that 50 cents kind of area. That's where I think we personally should be right now. With all this bullish news, with crypto.com, I think we should be there at the moment. But at the moment, the oscillator is pushing to the upside. We can see we've had money outflow. It's leveling off now. So I'm hoping we're going to get a curvature to upside and see that money flow coming in. Then you can see the volume is just basically dropped off as well. We can see here that it's just dropped off from where we were at the top here, and we've just come back down, which in my opinion, again, is fairly bullish. We can get here and knock it down here. I think that's really, really bullish. And then plus we've got that falling wedge as well. So overall, I'm super bullish on CRO. And why am I thinking that? Because I think there's a lot of things going on behind the scenes. I think we've got the roadmap for 2025 and for the Cronos chain, but they keep on giving these little extra surprises in between. And I think not long, I think we're going to get some news about this Crow Burns. I really do think. I don't know if it's going to come from crypto.com or it's going to come from the Cronos chain, but I really am hoping, because at the end of the day, it's the Burns with exchange tokens that normally which rocket up the prices. And we've seen that with BitGet, which I'll get into in just a minute. But at the moment, we can see the market cap at just over 4 billion, and the volume is at 37 million. At the moment. So yeah, overall, I just want to see some burns. Who wants to see some burns? I do, because at the moment we know the supply for burns at the moment. Quarterly burns forming based on price and block size. So at the moment, we've had no other information that has come out from the Cronos chain regarding these quarterly burns formula based on price and block size. So we want to know a little bit more about that. So hopefully soon we'll get some news regarding this. And I think this is going to be quite a bullish catalyst to move that price back up to the upside as well. So we know in here, it says here existing periodic community pool burns, validated record curve parameter, but we want to know a little bit more on that as well, because I keep on checking the wallets as well, the null wallets, and we can see that burns are coming in. We get one here, burncronos.cro. They keep on sending the odd 1,000 CRO, but it's going to take a lot more than that to get that price moving. Because it's at the end of the game, when it comes to burns, it's like supply and demand. It's like if the demand is there, which we know it is, because retail are coming back, and they're still coming in now. We know the supply is there, but we want to reduce that supply down why people are coming in. This is the time now, in my opinion, to start talking about these burns again, because we can see on the Cronos chain, you come on here and it gives you the idea of what is going on, the type of burns, the total burns, what we've had here. It's up 86.266%. We've had nothing on the hourly, but on the daily, we've had 496.23. So burns are coming in, but it's not the amount we want. We want to see more burns, because when you get more burns, it's like I said, look what happened to BitGet. BitGet successfully complete initial burn of the native BitGet token. Total supply by 40%. And we can see what happened to BitGet in market cap. It went all the way from down here, which was around about that 4.3 billion. And then we rocketed it all up to the top of around about that $12 billion market cap. So that was a big move, and a lot of people make a lot. I think it was like 400% or something like that. So I'm expecting that we could get CRO. Can you imagine that? That is really going to rock us up to that, close to that dollar mark and beyond, if we could get that burn. But that's what we want. At the end of the day, we want to see the burns, because we saw again, remember BNB? I don't know if you were here in 2020, but BNB got announcements for these burns again. And we were sitting at about 3.4 billion, and we rocketed all the way up to $110 billion, which is in price was from where we were down here. We came in 2021 all the way up to around about, well, it was around about, we topped out top here. It was around about $622 from where we were here at $44. And again, with BitGet, if you can look at the price, we look at the market cap, we look at the price. Again, we had that big move up. We had that big move up from $3 all the way up to about $8. So, you know, if CRO or crypto.com or the Cronos chain come out with something about burns, we would get like, will crypto.com come out with a 5 billion or a 10 billion burn? That is going to really rocket up our price. And that's what we want to see. And that is what's happened with BitGet, what's happened with BNB, and we know what happened with CRO. If we go back to CRO and we go back to the OR, and we can all remember when we got the news regarding crypto.com, that $70 billion CRO burn. What happened to that price when we got that? Look at that. We went total exponential up. We went up to nearly $1 on that one. That rocketed us right up, and that's what I'm really hoping for now, because at the end of the day, that's going to take us back to all-time high. If we get some sort of really bullish burn announcement via the Cronos chain or crypto.com, that is going to take us back up to that burn, which is going to be super for all of us. And that, so yeah, hopefully, let me know, do you think we're going to get the burns in 2025? If we're going to get the burns in 2025, where do you think we're going to go price wise? Let us know in the comments below, because I think it's going to really, really rocket us up. And I think this is the thing what we need. You're getting all this great news regarding crypto.com and partnerships and the rewards, but I want to know about these burns, because like I said to you earlier in the video, it's supply and demand, and the supply shrinks, demand's there, you rocket up to the upside. And like I said, people say to me, well, you're giving these price targets, unrealistic price targets, or nobody knows where we're going to go to. I only put what I think personally we're going to go to. It's only my guesstimate as well, from looking at all the charts, looking at the fundamentals. We should be sitting at $1 right now, in my opinion. I really do. And my bullishness for this price target for this bull run is up to $4. Now, I might be wrong, and we only go up to $2, or we just go back, or we'll go to the all-time high, and that's it. Nobody really knows. But I feel everything in the bag. If we get a burn, I think, and we get alt season, bang, I think we're going up to that $4. And don't forget, I will be taking profit on the way up. And that's what, if I say is financial advice, and that's maybe what people should be doing as well. But looking at Merry as well. Merry is one of those tokens which I have been accumulating. I never accumulated down here. I started accumulating around about here, and we had that big move to the upside. Did not sell any. So we've got this massive cup in handle, as we can see here. Now, generally, what you tend to find, like with cup in handles, is normally if you take it from the neckline, and take it down, all the way down to the bottom here. And then we move it across here. It looks like the mouse is playing a bit of trickery here. That's going to take us back to all-time high. So I think at the moment with Merry, I think big things are going to come in 2025. Look, we're hardly on any kind of exchanges. Yes, we're on MEXC. Yes, we're on VVS Finance, L Banking, M&M Finance. But I am waiting for crypto.com. Now, I tell you this, when crypto.com lists Merry, we're going to go to all-time high, and we're going to surpass it. And that's where I think is going to happen. I've been DCing into Merry right down at the bottom here. That's what I've been doing. And we can see the volume here, the market cap sitting at 11.3 million. And the volume on 24 is 346,000. We get listed on crypto.com, we're going to Valhalla. That's where I think we're going to go to. And that is why I am stacking Merry. Look at the market cap at 11.3 million. Yeah, it really is. It's crazy, that is. But like I said, get listed on crypto.com, we're going to get big moves. So overall, we could get CRO, those burns to come along, and we could get Merry listed on crypto.com. I am going to be one very happy person. And we're not even started alt season yet as well. So we got a very bullish 2025. If you're feeling bearish now because the price target isn't hitting where you want yet, just sit on your hands, be patient, and be patient by just have a plan where you want to take profits. Because when people are bearish and people are leaving the market, that could be the biggest mistake. I've done it before, and I've missed some really major gains. I really have missed a lot of gains because I was impatient and I got bored. I got fed up. It's never going to happen. And then I left the market once and it rocketed up and I missed out on all these gains. And I'm not doing it again. I'm not doing it again. I've been here since beginning of 2018. And I'm not doing it again. So, yeah, I'm sitting on my hands, being very patient. I think big things are going to come. So smash that like button and give us a subscribe. Your support is always much appreciated. And I'll see you soon in the next video. Take care.